My uptight wife refused to help me when I was at my lowest, despite spending years helping her, so now I can't look at her the same way again. I, 30 meters, am divorcing my wife, 30 feet, of 4 years because she did not help me financially when I needed it. I work in a very niche industry, and the past year or so has been really difficult due to market conditions. Many of my colleagues were laid off, and so was I. At the time, I had just refurbished our home, so I was in debt. My wife also works, but she earned less than I did back then. I asked her if she could help me while I searched for work. I proposed that we sell some of the gold that was given to us at our wedding. We live in Turkey, where there is a tradition of giving gold to newlyweds to help them financially. This gold is meant to be used during difficult times. She rejected the idea and said, "I do not want to sell my gold." I tried to reason with her, explaining that closing the debt would greatly help us achieve more stable finances. She refused and told me to sort it out myself. I asked her to at least use some of her savings, promising to pay her back. For context, I had allowed her to save most of her earnings while I paid for most expenses because women here are more vulnerable to financial changes. I wanted her to build her own savings and helped her with her retirement account as well. I asked her to give me some of her savings for the debt, promising to pay her back once I sorted myself out. She refused that too. This period was extremely difficult for me. I fell into depression and questioned my life choices. The funny thing is, everything was going great before this, and I thought we would stay together through thick and thin. My older sister helped me pay the monthly installments during that time, God bless her soul. At the beginning of this year, I found a great job in the same industry and am thriving now. I could not look at my wife without feeling sick after what happened, so I started divorce talks with a lawyer friend of mine. Last month, I informed her of my decision, and she was soon served with divorce papers. For her, it was apparently unexpected, and she was shocked. She tried to talk me out of it, but I was firm in my decision. Families tend to be involved with each other here, and that was the case for us too. She involved our families as mediators, but I do not want to be married to someone who won't help me during difficult times, especially when I was considering their financial well-being. Most of my family supports my decision, though they would like me to reconsider if possible. I know everything else is without a problem, but I cannot get over what happened. Relevant comments. After marriage, there is only we. We have his income and her income, and we choose to spend them like this. In your case, to build the wife's savings. But when we, the unit that is the family of two, gets a lower income, then we need to decide how we are solving it together. She refused that. So she opted out of belonging to a family unit together with you. The divorce is a logical conclusion of what she already chose to do. Update. It has been a rough 3 months, but in the end, we managed to come to amicable divorce terms with my soon-to-be ex-wife. At first, she tried to stop me from divorcing, but I didn't change my mind. These are the terms we agreed on. She gets to keep the gold. I'll get only 20% of her retirement savings instead of half, in return for not paying monthly alimony. I get to keep the furniture and take on our marital debt fully. The rest of the assets are split 50-50. The house is not shared because it's my dad's. Her retirement savings became so substantial that even 20% of it is worth more than all the gold. Overall, my lawyer says it's a pretty good deal, considering many spouses prefer dragging out the divorce and try to take everything they can in Turkey. For my future plans, I have no idea what to do. I've always wanted to travel to Asian countries like Japan, Korea, Thailand, Indonesia or China. My current role is work from home, so I might take a trip to Asia this year. Other than this update, there is not much drama. There was some at the beginning of the divorce with her and our families, but it cooled down after a while. She accepted that our marriage is over, and I am glad she did not try to drag out the divorce process. The court hearing is scheduled for September, and after that, we'll be done. Thanks for all the help everyone. I feel much better.